Oh man, welcome. Ain't Taste Podcast. We're here for another week. NBA season is upon us. Opening night was last night. Got games going on right now for open week. Uh Chargers play the Vikings today, don't they?
Wouldn't that be tomorrow?
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm thinking today's Wednesday. I lost today. Um. So yeah, got that going on. That's gonna start. Both teams kind of slipping. I don't know. The Vikings would be slipping if Carson Wentz would decide to be a quarterback for three quarters. More than just one quarter of a game. Jesus Christ.
It's Carson Wentz.
It's one of the most annoying things to watch. It's like, why do you want to just have heroics? Just play the game.
You could you could be watching Kyler Murray.
Nah. Um,
Exactly.
Michigan beat up on Washington, team that I know they had issues scoring against you guys, but they still put up numbers. I mean, he's been
They
averaging
have
scoring.
I told you before. They have an offense.
They just couldn't finish
It's
the job.
they just can't put a job together because that young quarterback Williams Jr.
Yeah, he's good.
Damon, he's
He's
I told
good.
you he's
But the young
nice.
boy,
I
we put
told
the
you.
young boys out there. I don't know if you heard this, but there was a couple of our guys got suspended internally. There was fighting after the USC game in the locker
Oh
room.
yeah, I heard about them. I heard about the fighting, but I didn't know what
Yeah, there was some.
caused
They
the
didn't. I don't think
situation.
they announced it like announced it, but there was some suspensions. That's why a lot of the young guys played,
Hmm.
um, and it looked different. Um, so I don't know who exactly was going at it. If it was on the offensive side, defensive side, a mix, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but it definitely looked like a stronger game. Obviously, the 2 minute letting them score on a 2 minute drill
Hmm.
showed like the little laps that we've seen all year round from my Wolverines.
Right.
Um, and there was also other moments where I mean we probably could have beat them 42-0. We probably could have Michigan State to them. Or no, we beat them 49-0. So
Mm-hmm.
um, if we'd have just stayed on course, again, we had some mental lapses, a couple of offensive possessions, obviously the defensive possession, and a 2 minute warning, etc.
Hmm.
So, but it looked good. It looked really good. It definitely looked different, even with the lapses that we were seeing. So, a lot of top teams.
A lot of bags was sold. Yeah,
Bags were sold this week.
yeah, a lot of bags were sold. Yeah, lot of a lot of so-called upsets that some people weren't expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
it
Texas
is what
Tech.
it is.
Who was it? It was Texas Tech.
Yeah, they gave that game away. They had that wrapped up, signed, sealed, delivered, and gave it away. Shout out to them boys for coming back, but they gave that mug
Texas
away.
Tech, LSU. Who else gave a game away? Was it
Uh,
Utah? No, Utah was still lower ranked than BYU.
Not Utah. Uh, we talking? You gotta talk
Louisville.
about Louisville walking into Miamiville trap, taking over. Told you that Carson Beck fool's gold, man. He looked like the
That's
Carson
what I was
Beck that I
missing. I
know.
was like, I just seen it. Yeah,
Yep.
Louisville, Miami.
He Carson Beck looked like the Carson Beck I seen in Georgia. I was saying it while I was watching that game. I said, "Oh, that's the Carson Beck I know." Yeah,
Yeah,
they got
four
brought back to reality.
four interceptions is crazy at home. Ooh wee.
Hmm. Oh yeah, they got back to reality though. That shit fool's gold, bruh. But that wide receiver, that boy Tony, he nice. He nice.
Yeah, Minnesota beat Nebraska too. By the way, that was also an upset.
I think Minnesota, in my opinion, I favored Minnesota over Nebraska. But
I
I'm
mean,
not
it
an
is a
odds
rivalry
maker.
game. It's a rivalry game, but they beat the brakes off them. 24-6.
Yeah,
That wasn't just like
I'm
a.
telling you, Minnesota's a better team. They're better than Nebraska,
I
to
think
be
they have a
real
good
with you.
coach too. They're really good coach.
Oh yeah, coach is nice. Coach is solid. He's building something. He's
Yeah,
definitely building something. But in that matchup though, Minnesota was actually a better team. But that's just
yeah.
me.
But you know what week it is. It's Little Brother week. It's little brother week.
It's that week.
It is this week. We will be in
Mm,
East Lansing,
mm,
and the last time we were there, 49-0, ran the score up,
mm.
which you should do. Fuck you, you guy, especially because of what happened years prior. We're in the fucking tunnel where it was like 40 dudes versus one Michigan player that was beating up on them. It was
Mm-hmm,
upset,
mm-hmm.
but yeah. So it is Little Brother Week this week. So we're
That's what's up.
I, if we play like we played against Washington, it should be 49-0 again.
Should be BTA.
Oh,
Yeah.
it should be buckle. In
Mm-hmm.
the words of the great Terrence Crawford, it should be buckle for sure. So buckle ass. I think we'll have Justice Hayes back this week as well because he didn't play last week.
Mm-hmm.
Rod Moore didn't play. I think he had something with his knee, so it should look different. I mean, we talked about it earlier in the season. Caleb is definitely in the these two guys are the best two safeties in the nation for
Mm-hmm.
sure. And
Don't disagree. Oh,
to
but yeah.
get him back and to see him ball hawking like he normally does, is what we're used to seeing. So
Mm-hmm.
he's actually, I know you don't believe he's a cover corner, but or cover safety, but we've been watching him lock down, not just come from the other side of the fields, like literally his guy. He's zoning in on. So
Mm-hmm.
um,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, look, you can improve. I'm not saying he can't improve and be one. I just
yeah.
early
But
on he just wasn't one.
but the two
But
best safeties live in the Big Ten for sure. So that's whether that's one A, one B, or 1 and 2, however you see it, how you slice it. But Caleb is definitely one of them ones. I mean, these guys are going to be highly drafted coming out this year because Caleb is a senior this year too, right?
yep, it's
Because Rod
Caleb
is
Senior.
this is Rod's
This is
last year. Rod's last
this
year.
is technically this is Caleb's.
Junior
No,
year. I'm gonna look.
he transferred.
Do you guys play this week? Oh, you guys don't play this week.
No, we're off. No, Caleb is the junior this year because he transferred. Because he let's see, because he played at Bama freshman year, transferred in last year to win a natty. Yeah, this is Caleb's junior year. Caleb can go to the league. Yes,
Yeah, this is junior year.
this is
So
junior. If
you got
he
one more
he
year.
can, yeah, he
Possibly.
can leave this year. Yes, I do expect him to leave. I don't expect Caleb to stay. I don't. His draft stock is just too high and all that stuff. I just don't see him leaving because you got a natty potentially. Potentially, you can get a back to back. I don't see you staying because what is there more for you to prove? You know what I'm saying? If we so called go back to back, I'm not calling it because it's still gonna be a dogfight in that playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Even though like right now we're playing probably one as the best team in the nation, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. Like I think either way he's going, he's not staying another year.
Yeah, and Indiana does look good. I mean, uh, in order for Michigan to make it into the playoffs, we're gonna. I mean, I
Y'all
think
got to win out
we have to
completely.
win out completely. So we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the big house this year, so I'm not too worried
Yeah,
about
y'all got to win out completely. So it's no ifs, ands, or buts.
it because I don't think we have any other ranked opponents left of the schedule. Nope. Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland, and then you guys.
Yeah. So yeah, no, you guys would have to win out. You'd have to win out. I think you need to win out and some help.
Which I think we'll probably get, but I mean that loss to USC hurt. But
Hmm. That definitely did. That was a needed win for y'all.
but anyway, moving on to this. Actually, our stuff. Can you address why your soft ass fandom brethren believe that the Ohio State Michigan rivalry started in 2011? Can you speak towards that?
Who in the hell thought that dumbass shit?
I mean, That's what I see everywhere on social media. That's all they do is post from 2011 to 20 whatever, 2021. That's all they post. I'm like, this rivalry's been going on for well over 100 years. Like,
That's why I'm not understanding. But okay, hey man, go crazy.
I'm just like,
Hey
I'm
man,
just like, what is going
didn't know,
on,
I didn't
guys?
know, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I thought the Nile was just a river in Egypt, but okay, cool.
Clearly, I mean, the rivalry's been going on since what 18. Michigan.
Too damn long.
It's been a long time.
So
18 something. 18. Fuck, hold on.
that's what I said. I'm just trying to figure out who is the original person.
1897 is the beginning of when our teams first met, and we've played each other every single year besides 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Every year. As I've called out in previous episodes, Michigan has, other than USC, has a winning record against all the teams. I'm not going to get into all the things Michigan versus Ohio State. I'm not going to say the numbers. We have the all time series. We have the largest margin of victory. We have the longest win streak, and obviously we have the current streak, which is at 4. This rivalry is definitely much longer than 2011 to 2021. it's, this rivalry is made of blood. It's the deepest rivalry in all of college sports for sure. Probably the deepest rivalry in all of American sports, and it's potentially the deepest rivalry in all of sports in general.
Hey man, don't understand. That's why I said whoever was saying that,
I see it all the time. It's not even a whoever. I just see it. It's like they just post the win loss from 2011 to 2021, or they might include the current
I
year.
guess, but I'm just more of just
It's like the
I
last
could
15
care.
years is the only thing that
I,
existed.
I don't care about the last 15 years. I care about the last 4 right now. I don't care about 15 years ago shit. I'm care about these last 4 bum ass years. If you really living on these the 15 other years excluding these last 4, you definitely is drunk out your damn mind.
So
Like I don't care. I
yeah.
told you. I told you last year when it happened. I said it. I said, watch me mess around. And I did call it. I said, watch me mess around and lose to y'all and win a natty, and I still won't be satisfied. And I called it. I told you, I'd rather would have beat y'all and then lost, say, in the playoffs. And I would have been fine.
No,
The natty is
the real, and I'm not saying that because we're those fans, right? The real Michigan fans and the real Ohio State fans know there's no game more important than the game. I mean, I get it. Those guys in the SEC don't understand it. We still,
the only ones under that maybe even potentially can understand it is the Iron Bowl.
maybe, but it's the most important game. Period. It's if we lose to Ohio State, it just doesn't. And even to go win a national title. I mean, you felt it. You've experienced it. But to lose the game and then to go win a national title is not gonna sit well.
It's
Because that
still
other team can say that we beat the national champion, which is true.
exactly. It's very true. But it's still diabolical, bro. I don't care. Like
Uh,
it's the same
I mean,
thing.
you
Like
guys
I
showed more
called it.
fight after the game. Literally, actually, after the game, you showed more fight, and then in the playoffs, you showed more fight through that. I mean, Jack
It,
Sawyer was upset. Your season's over after this game, which wasn't true. He still had a bowl game and win beat Alabama, but your season's over.
either, either way, either way, in the day, it's whatever. It's you win the big game first, then you worry about playoffs.
Yeah,
Like I just it is what it is. But
yeah.
still, I don't care. You can live in Lululand for the next 15 odd. I don't care. Last 4 years, it's been this dumbass coach, and I've been told you that. I want the man fired, and they keep giving this man
Oh,
an
he's the best
extension.
coach ever. He's your greatest coach you've ever had. He's
Shit,
better than Urban
hell,
Meyer and Nick Saban combined.
shit, shit. Fuck you talking about? I'd rather take Urban back any fucking time of the year.
Shit,
Fuck
Florida's
you
trying to get
talking
him
about?
back.
Florida better throw the book at him. But I'll really be honest with you. Florida should go get Lane Kiffin.
Man, yeah,
Lane
probably.
Kiffin with that talent is gonna go stupid. Because
Yeah,
Lane Kiffin has definitely been doing stuff with subpar quarterbacks in college, and he's
yeah.
been doing just fine and with his talent. So go give him all the weapons plus a actual quarterback with an arm and can be mobile. She and look, what's this fake? I think I was watching somebody say it. They was like, "Oh, Manziel." Manziel said it. He said they should throw the book at him because with the Florida collective, how easy is it if Urban Meyer signs back and then they go tells the collective to say, "Hey, let's put together 40 million to go in the transfer portal to get what I need for this following year." Super easy.
Hmm.
Come on, man. The man also has brought y'all national titles, so it's not like this is it's somebody foreign to winning titles in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. I expect him to throw the book at him. Does he go? I don't think he does, but I think he entertains it. I do think he
Yeah, I
entertains it.
think I'll entertain it. I mean, the only school that was able to pull him away was a bigger school, which was your school.
Yeah.
So,
But I also think he had some turmoil going on in Florida where it was time for him to
I
go
mean,
to.
yeah, the man had a goddamn murderer in the team. What do you mean? I think absolutely. The man went to prison for double homicide. What the
Hey,
fuck? Yeah.
hey, shout out Chico. Shout out Chico, man. Shout out
What do
Chico.
you mean? The might have some turmoil. Yes, he had some damn turmoil. Uh,
Hey man, shout out Chico, bro.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah.
That documentary is crazy. But anyway,
Oh, well, bro, it is. But I
uh, move,
definitely
move on to the NFL. I think we'll be quick because we're now like it's basketball season. That's our sport.
yeah.
That's gotta last night's
Look,
game. One of your
it's
teams played last night. My team played. My Timberwolves play here soon. Actually, they're not. Oh no, they start at
mm-mm,
9 because
and
they're playing in Portland. Are they playing in Portland and playing in Minnesota? No, they're playing in Portland. If they're starting at
uh,
9, they're playing in Portland.
they're playing in Portland.
Yeah, yeah. So, uh, I mean, obviously
But
Dame is my favorite player. So,
we
but
can
he's
get
not
back to
playing
that
that.
for a second. I just want to talk about how bad the Giants sold that game to Denver, and they were really controlling it. 33 points in the fourth quarter.
That's crazy work. I've never seen a collapse like that. I haven't seen it that bad. Well, actually, historically, no one has ever seen it that bad. I mean, it felt like Lamar Jackson was out there. It felt like it was John Harbaugh. It was Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson giving up a lead like that in the
Boy,
fourth quarter.
that looked like Atlanta in the Super Bowl versus Brady.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Bro, that stuff was bad, and I watched that. I watched it happen, bro. Like, up at that point when they were up, I'm like, okay, they're gonna do this. I do feel like they got real conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just tried to focus on running the clock out and running the ball, and instead of just like continuing to keep their foot on the gas. Hopefully, they understand that what they did is just like, hey, you can't get off the brakes. You got to just keep going because you do have a young, but it's just like y'all really gave that away. It was bad. Like 19-0, and then y'all give up 33 points in a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Blame also yo kicker doinks an extra point
Twice. Two.
twice.
He misses two. If he makes
Twice.
those two, it's a tie game. They go to overtime.
No, if he makes one, it's overtime. It was 32-33.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So if he makes the two of them, then
He makes the two of them,
they
game's
win the game.
over.
Yeah.
And they would have had to score a touchdown with no timeouts. So
Yep.
that's my point. They like really but their defense was looking real good. We've mentioned that before. Their defense is good. It's just can the offense
I mean,
sustain
they're the best defense
and
in the NFL. I think, if I'm not mistaken, statistically.
statistically, but they're playing that defense is playing very out of body, very much so. But like offensively, they just sold that game. That should have been a win. That was a win. 'Cause Jackson Dart up until he threw that pick, Jackson Dart was having a real good game.
Mm-hmm.
Like he
And that's what I'm
so
actually having trouble with. I mean, because Drake May is 100% on a MVP dark horse run right now, and they play the Browns, who is a really good defense.
yeah.
And
But I
I
think
fucked around and I meant to start them yesterday in one of my fantasy leagues, but now they're playing. It's New England versus Browns, so I'm like, do I start Jackson Dart against Philadelphia, who's been giving up points lately?
They've been giving up points. They also want some get back from him getting that win against them in New York.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
like
like, do
they do
I
want some
keep
get
Drake
back.
May out there and just start the Browns defense, or do I throw
I
Jackson Dart out there? Because I'm Minnesota as well, but I think
I would, you know me, I'm leaning more towards the Drake May, but who knows? Maybe they learn and bounce back from this collapse they just had, and then they walk into Philly, and I just don't think it'd be that same outcome. Could it be? Yes. Do I think it's gonna be a lot better game? Yeah, because Philly's gonna go back and watch the film on how they played Jackson Dart
mhm.
and see like pick up on some stuff. I'm pretty sure they also watched this collapse too. So I think it's gonna be a lot different, a different type of game depending on how healthy they are too. But I don't know. Yeah, I would tell you the Drake man, but they sold the bag out of that. And then hey, shout out to the best receiver in the league right now. Yeah, talking about JSN. Fuck what y'all talk about.
I knew who
Two
you would
best.
say. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
I was
lot of
just wait. I
motherfuckers
was
that
gonna
want to
let.
disrespect.
I was gonna
Oh
let
no,
you say it.
it's just a lot of motherfuckers want to just disrespect. All of a sudden, I got tired. I'm tired of hearing this damn wide receiver you conversation. Y'all want to keep talking, but what is happening right now? Y'all want to keep all this talking. The two best wide receivers in the league right now is who? From Ohio State. Y'all keep talking that shit, and it's JSN and Emeka Ibuka right now. What are we talking about? Next is up is Jamar Chase, and that's because Jamar is just Jamar. But we keep talking and keep saying that we're just not producing wide receivers when yep,
uh,
niggas
I
supposed to be
mean,
doing it.
I think I seen. I don't know if it was you. Maybe I seen it or you shared it to me or something. But
Yeah, I
Ohio State
sent it to you.
is a factory. They're a factory of receivers. But that those top four, top five from LSU's, they got whips, man.
They
I
can,
do. I mean,
but
I agree. I agree with you that Ohio State is definitely
yeah,
the
but
wide
I'm
receiver
only
you.
be honest with you.
I
It's
agree
it's really their top four is it's not even a top four. It's the top three,
because it's
and
neighbors,
one
Jay
and he's hurt.
Jettas, and Chase.
Jamar
Who's their
BTJ is a
fourth one?
shadow right now.
Oh
BTJ
yeah,
had a good season. He's looking very average right now in Jacksonville, and he didn't have a good year until they started Mac Jones. His
hmm.
numbers came from when Mac Jones was the starting quarterback, not Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
BTJ is a good receiver. Don't get me wrong, but it's whatever. I don't think he's
Because
gonna.
you guys got Scary Terry, Chris Olave, Drake
Garrett
London.
Wilson. No, Jared London's
No.
not there. You got Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
Garrett's having
Yep. Garrett
another good
Wilson.
year
Yep.
with no good quarterback. Even the year with he didn't even get to play a full year with A Rod.
Jigba.
Well, technically he
And
did the following year, but A Rod was still going there. You got
yeah.
Jackson and
Yeah.
Mecca. You
Yeah.
got literally them. You got a lot. If I don't, Marv just needs to get out of Arizona because it's Kyler is. I knew it. I knew that was going to be a terrible fit. It's just what it is. It is what it is. He got to get out of there. But like, you still got them. But right now, you got four wide receivers. Really, four wide receivers putting up. Terry, when he gets healthy and Jaden gets back right, they go crazy. But you got to look at JSN and Emeka right now are going crazy.
Yeah.
Baker's on an MVP run with his best wide receiver is a
There's a
rookie.
rookie on a team
Two
with
rookies actually, two rookies now because Tez Johnson is starting now at number two coming in and he's been having some
Mike
great
Evans.
games.
What's Mike Evans' injury? What is it?
Mike Evans done. He's done. He it was like his collarbone and shits him up. I think it's like his collarbone and oblique area.
He's on IR. Collarbone. Yeah.
Yeah, collarbone and his oblique. He's done for the year.
And then
Where
Godwin
hang it
is
up. Godwin he's still having issues with his tibula or fibula, one of the two. So it's one of the two. He's still having with that the same issue that he was recovering from.
lower left leg. That's what it says here. I don't know what.
They're saying his focus is it's the same injury that he had that he was waiting on for, and I think they said it was his fibula or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, they're done. Your two best their Baker's two options are rookie receivers, and that one rookie receiver was basically on a tear. And Tez Johnson looks very good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I still think Baker's a front runner for MVP. I don't see nobody else right now. Think he's a front runner.
Uh, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. I
who
mean,
out of
yeah.
I was gonna say who out of the head honchos is really doing something? Lamar's been hurt. Josh is struggling.
Hurts are
Pat
struggling.
Hurts is
Pats. I
yeah,
mean, they've turned the fucking Chiefs have
Pats
been turning
Pats have
around.
turned the corner because of guess what? Rasheed Rice is there. Who what is what? They have their solidified number one receiver out there.
Yeah, but
And
he hasn't
now
had an
Pat is
MVP
like,
season yet,
yes. And
other
Pat
than
is
last game. Yeah, yeah, it was the
yeah,
last
but
early
like
game.
Pat has his number one receiver, so that offense is about to start clicking. Cool, but still, like it's taking you, some time.
Dak
Like,
is
cause
having a good year, even though they're 3-3. Statistically, he's having a good year. 16 touchdowns and
statistically,
three interceptions, almost 2,000 yards already.
yeah,
Drake
statistically,
May,
that's
obviously.
not bad. That's not bad.
Daniel Jones maybe could be in that conversation. I don't know, but I would probably lean
Eh,
more Justin
mm.
Taylor than Jones.
Jonathan, I would
Yeah,
put
Jonathan
JT
Taylor.
before Daniel Jones. Like you could even like even though they're struggling, you could even throw Bijan in the conversation. Bijan is having an amazing season. Even though they're losing, he's having an amazing season. I'm just saying, throw him in the conversation.
Yeah,
Even though
because
they're
I mean,
losing,
right now
he's
Baker 17, 76, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with 2 losses.
exactly.
I mean, Pat Mahomes 1,800 yards, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I already said Dak 1881, 16 and
Hmm.
3, but they're 3-3. Both those teams are one's 4-3 and one's 3-1.
Yep.
So it's probably a little closer now that the Bucks. I think the Bucks didn't they lose their last game? Yeah, they lost to the Lions, so they got beat
Yeah,
up by
it
the
was.
Lions. Both teams that they lost to are teams that they're gonna play in the playoffs.
Yep.
So
And they weren't bad losses. They were like the second half of that game. They started like Baker and them started getting it together and stuff like that. So because it
yeah,
was a slow start, it was a slow start for both teams. Like
yeah, but 24-9.
yeah,
The
it was
other
a
one
slow
was the
start.
Eagles
Like
game was Eagle 31-26. I mean that's a one score game.
yeah.
So
And you got to remember that Eagles one. I think that's the one they blocked the game winning field goal and ran it back.
oh yeah, that is that game.
Yeah.
They did
So
that
that was
twice
a
this
win.
year
Yeah.
because they did that against the Rams too, didn't they?
No,
Yeah, they
that was the
did.
Rams. That was the Rams,
The
and
Rams, you're
then
confusing. Okay.
no, it wasn't. They did a good. I think that was just the Rams. I don't think they got Tampa like that. I think they just stalled Tampa out on their last drive, and then
Who
that
am
was
I
it.
trying to find
But either
here?
way, you got like either way, look at it like they lost to two. Like you said, we lost to two. They lost to two playoff teams. So like you can't hold it against them like that. There's teams that's most likely going to be in the playoffs. So
And
and
Sam Darnold's
shit,
balling too, by the way. 5-2. Sam Darnold's
I
balling.
know Sam Darnold's having a great year too.
Yeah.
I think Baker's just more of an impact, but like I do feel
Yeah.
like Sam Darnold's having a great year. Yeah, it's there.
It's
It's
there.
multiple things.
Yeah, I think Baker's still leading the pack though. I couldn't
That's
agree
what I
with that.
said. I just think Baker's having that. I just think Baker's front runner right now. The We'll see how it goes the remaining of this season, but like right now he's the front runner.
And my homeboy, I just want to say this. My homeboy Corey at my work at my job, he's a Steelers fan. And they lost. He stopped me. We was getting early. He stopped me. He said, "Hey, November 9th, we're going to beat y'all up again." Woo, woo, woo. And I said, "Okay. I just want to let you know, don't do what you did after the Bengals, where you avoided smoke and you called in sick. Your ass better be at work on the 10th for all
Hey
that
man,
smoke."
Jamar Chase, Jamar Chase had a field day. That's what it.
Joe
But yeah,
Flacco, But
hey
anyway,
man, it's
moving
been
on to the NBA. We got Knicks Cavaliers going on right now, but open tonight was a hell of a night, man. Double overtime between OKC and Houston. Um,
mm-hmm.
KD doing a damn. Was that a Chris
KD
Webber
pulled
thing
the
or
Chris Webber. No, he didn't.
yeah,
He
yeah,
pulled the
yeah.
Chris Webber. He pulled the
Yeah.
Chris Webber. God bless. They didn't see it. Cool. Uh, it sucks. Amin Thompson got he cramped up leg injuries, so he wasn't able to come back in the rest of that game. Like the end, I think after that first overtime, that's
Mm-hmm.
why you didn't see him back in the game. They said he was having like he was
Needed my
getting
damn
dehydrated
steel,
and
man.
leg cramps. Yeah, like he was dehydrated and having leg cramps. So like that played a factor in like his presence out there.
Oh,
Um,
Caruso suffered a concussion, so he's gonna miss at least a week.
that's at least a
He's
week
in
for sure.
he's in protocol. It's a week.
Yeah, that's a week. That must have came from that contact that they had.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
But
And then
it was a good game.
yeah,
I do think I think I told you, I think I said it, but Sengun definitely like he was working in the off season on his jumper. It looked a lot more fluid from the 3 point line.
mhm.
I just don't I just I do think they're gonna probably make a move for a guard at some point in this next by I say no later than maybe Christmas time. Cause like from what I've seen,
I think they
that's
should make a run at Melo Ball.
does I don't like that fit. I don't.
Either him or Lonzo. I know Lonzo's in Cleveland, or yeah, in Cleveland. I
Yeah,
think they
he's
should make
in
a run at.
Cleveland. I think he's good. Good. I can see them making a move for Lonzo because
They
he's
would
more of a
have to give up
feasible.
less. They would have to give
Yeah,
up less,
more or
but
less. And I think he's more of a fit for them. Anyways, I think he's a better fit.
he's a hell of a defender
Um,
too.
exactly.
He's
That's
a
why I
really
said
good
I
two
think
way
he's more of a better
one.
fit for them. I wouldn't mind seeing them potentially go holler at Sacramento and go get Dennis.
Shorter.
Yep.
Mm.
Even though that man get traded around more than like a $2 hole, but that man can hoop, and
Man,
I
that
think
boy's a
he can.
lot lizard.
Yeah, exactly. But he hoops every time he goes somewhere. He still hoops. So I
Yeah,
could see them making a move, but I don't see it happening until like around Christmas time because I think they'll try to give like Reed Shepard and them a chance to see could he, like fit and take up some of those PG minutes and opportunities. But if it doesn't work out, I feel like they make a trade to go get a guard. I don't know who, but I feel like that's one of the options.
VJ's going nuts right now.
VJ? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not surprised at that. I'm not surprised. He was hooping in preseason, so I'm not surprised at that.
he's leading the game in points in the Sixers or Celtics Sixers game.
That's a
But
close game too.
we got a lot of games going on right now, man. It's like I'm looking forward to seeing Victor Wembanyama look like Chet Holmgren. You know, you got the.
Oh man,
I'm
this
looking forward to that because
no comment.
Chet did go. Hey, Chet was I think at one point he was like 8 for 8 in
Chet
that
was
game.
hooping,
Chet was hooping,
but
and
I
because
expect that
SGA
from
was a
Chet.
no show at that time.
I mean, Chet was
SGA
hooping.
was a no
I expect
show at
that.
the time. But I expect Victor Wembanyama to do some Shaolin monk shit and look like Chet Holmgren. Uh,
Yeah. Cause who they play?
they play
Dallas. I
Dallas.
think they match up with. Yeah, I think he's got a bang with Lively, AD, and Gafford. So I still
Gafford's
think
out.
Gafford's out. Oh, okay. So basically, he's banging with just AD and Lively. Okay.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah,
And then
I
Fox is
still see.
out for San Antonio. Fox is out. Olenek is out. Waters and Jeremy Sochan. For Dallas, it's Exum, Kyrie, and Gafford are all out.
Okay.
And I think they got
Eh.
Cooper Flag running the one.
Coop at the one is interesting. I would have thought. No, I
I
would have
believe
thought
that
it's
they got him on
D'Lo.
the depth chart as a one. I swear I seen that
I
somewhere.
thought I thought D'Lo was gonna start. I thought
Ooh.
D'Lo was gonna start. D'Lo is
I
there.
like him at a two. Anyway,
D'Lo. I think D'Lo's better at the one, but
over
it's
the
just
two of them,
more.
yeah, I would say for sure. But
Yeah, I that's why I said I thought D'Lo was at the one. And they moved
we'll
Coop.
see what it is. I could have swore I
Coop.
seen
I
something
thought Coop
earlier
was gonna be at the
today.
three. If they do, then that's be interesting because then that's what Coop. That's what Coop at the
Coop
one, Clay at the
D'Lo and
two.
then
Nah, that's
PJ
Clay.
at the three.
It's it's Clay. You gotta remember Clay's still there.
Oh
Clay's
yeah,
starting.
Clay is there. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what I'm saying. You're not
So that
moving.
means
D'Lo would be coming off the bench. That's why I thought D'Lo was starting and PJ was coming off the bench.
so then if it is that way, then we go Flag. Yeah, Flag, Clay,
It'd be
PJ, not PJ.
PJ.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be
PJ.
PJ then if you move him to the one.
and then
PJ, AD,
AD
Lively.
Lively. That's
Yep.
actually that's a pretty solid starting lineup.
That'd be the next tallest lineup next to the Rockets one that just started that other night.
Which
Because
was
the many
nuts.
times it was the shortest person in that lineup at 6'7".
Yeah.
So NBA start that lineup. Coop 6'9", plays 6'6", maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So they would be putting out the
Okay.
same lineup because PJ's about like 6'8", 6'9", and
Mm-hmm.
then AD's 7, Lively 7. So it's similar lineup. Just they're a lot more mobile
Oh,
than that
Inside the
lineup they
NBA
put
is
out.
today. I forgot
Yeah,
that. Fuck. I didn't see
yeah.
it. I mean, I was taking care of my kiddo. He had a thing. He was actually hooping. He was hooping. He was like, "Daddy ball," and I said, and he had to grab my hand, and I was like, "You can play because I'm just watching you. You can play. I got the
Sheesh.
door open. I got the camera
LaMelo
on.
and them is starting to push away, starting to be built the ass. I like it.
I think I have the under on that. No, I have the over on his assist.
I was like, you
So,
should take the over and assist.
but
Like they
I need
hooping.
Ant. I like Ant for 30, even though I got it for 27. I need Ant for 30. So let's start the season. Is this NBA is MVP run
It's
with 30
Portland, bro.
ball?
I don't see him not getting that. I don't. Like, don't get me wrong. It's probably gonna be the young boy. I think it's like Kamara or something
I
guarding
already got my
him. But
assist too. Melo got my assist, and Mobley got my points already.
yeah, I told you, it's Melo, bro. They're playing fast pace. It's Brooklyn. He's running. They're running 7-second offense, probably getting up the court, and
Mm-hmm.
he's easily getting that. That's the easiest thing you could have did was take his assist.
And Paulo's is doing well for me in the second quarter with 7
So,
points, and they need him under
but
30.
yes, but like I was saying, do you think overall, do you think this lineup the Rockets started is long
No, it's
term?
not ideal. I don't like him. I don't like a man with the ball in his hands. Other than now, we did see when they tried to when Carson tried to guard him full court, how it turned out. Amano scored. He scored on 3 or 4 of those. Like, however often it happened, he scored on every one of those positions
Hmm.
because Wallace is just too short. So the guys who are going to do it, T.J. McConnell, Wallace, Dyson Daniels, maybe um, those guys are too short and not athletic enough
I wouldn't
to guard
necessarily
him.
say Dyson Daniels is too short because I think Dyson's 6'5" and he has like a very long wingspan.
Let me see.
I think Dyson would give that a problem playing up the court.
Let's see. Dyson,
TJ's too
6'7",
short,
6'7". He's oh
so
he's
that's
taller than I thought he was.
that's what I said. No, that's
I
what
thought
I
he
was
was
like.
six
No,
five.
that's what I was like. He's about in that same height range, wingspan. So that's Dyson pushing full court. That's the problem. He can deal with that. TJ's
Okay,
just too short.
so I take that back. Then he's the only player in the league that plays the one that
Dyson's
could
at the two, but
that
he'll
the two
guard him.
that guards the good ones. He's the only
Hmm.
one that can guard him 90 feet
Yeah, TJ's
and be
just
quick
too
enough
short.
and athletic enough to do.
TJ has the attitude and mentality. He's just too short.
He's too small.
But I think he'll cause him to turn the ball over because he's just gonna irritate him more than what Kaysen did.
Maybe, maybe,
So
but uh, we'll see what it looks like. I
so what you
mean,
think about your LeBron-less Lakers?
they're washed. They're washed.
Eh,
If they need LeBron to be able to beat the Warriors, I know the Warriors are at full health. I get it. I'm not shooting. That's not a shot at the Warriors. But if they need LeBron to be in that game against the Warriors, about to be 41-year-old LeBron James, they're cooked. Because defensively
mm-hmm,
they're going to get worse. Offensively they're fine. Defensively they're going to get worse with
mm-hmm.
LeBron on the court. Then you're going to have three, just like we saw last year in the playoffs. You're going to have three liabilities on defense. And Aiden is green. Shout out to B Hen. Aiden is green, dog. Like it's done. It's done. What was he doing yesterday? That you were brought
Eight
to the Lakers.
wants
This is the
to
second
play.
team that brought you over to be a key piece and a pivotal piece in a finals run. and
It's
your mental is shot, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
he's all finesse, bro. I'm telling you, and that's what the issue is. Luca thrives with a lob threat, a big that wants to roll to the basket and catch lobs, or at least even if you don't catch the lob and dunk it, you catch it and then you go up strong and try to finish. Aiton wants to try to finesse, set screens, and pop, catch it at the mid range, try to shoot, fadeaways, nothing. He's not trying to go punch on somebody or none of that. Finish strong through body, and that's where they're going to cause issues with that team. And you've seen it last night. There was countless amount of times where I seen Aiton get the ball, and I'm just like, we don't got to worry about him dominating. He's gonna try to shoot a fadeaway. He's gonna try to do this. They looked better when Jackson Hayes was in there. Why? Because Jackson Hayes is gonna go try to dunk everything.
Yeah, he's like, what?
I,
Man, listen, man. If you're that tall, you can't be that soft. You can't be. You can't be that soft.
I know
You just can't.
because
It's
it's
just
if
what's the
Luca
reason
was
for you
gonna
being
do,
that goddamn tall, dog?
I tell if
What's the reason
Luca
for
was
you
gonna
being
do
that
Luca
tall?
things, I wasn't worried about that. Luca was gonna be Luca. We're not trying to slap Luca.
I
We're
called
gonna
it on
go
that
slow
10
down
point. I needed
everybody
it.
else.
I needed those free
He
throws. I'm glad
got it.
I glad I got those.
He got it off them free throws though. That's what I was telling you. It wasn't like he was getting buckets. He was getting
I mean, he did have
claim.
he had 8 of the 18 shots that were taken by the team, though.
Yeah, and they were all some tough shots. And that's why I'm
Yeah,
saying that. That's why I was telling you, like, he got him off of the getting to that free throw line, which is a smart play. But it was like if it was just strictly off of him not getting free throws, he was taking some terrible shots that were getting played very good
yeah, it was too
defense.
many threes.
So yeah,
It
exactly.
was
But
a-
that's Luca though. You know Luca love a good step back, step
yeah,
back
yeah.
three. You know,
All right,
it's
so
what Luca
we
does.
didn't get a chance to do, and we'll end it with this after this question. Um, we didn't get a chance to do a preseason for the NBA like we did with the NFL. Sorry for those that are missed out. I mean, I'm disappointed. I wanted to do that, but we kind of missed out on it. What are your predictions for the season? And what I mean by that is, how do you see it stacking up with a lot of these injuries? There's a ton of injuries. Key players are going to be out for the rest of the season because of last year's playoffs.
Uh
And
huh.
then you can do ranking, however you want to present it for
I
the
get.
team's overall stuff. I'm happy to hear that.
I
And then your MVP race stuff. Who are
I'm
your
gonna
top five
go.
guys for MVPs?
I'm gonna start with the East.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with the East because of everything going on. I do have. I have Detroit being a top three, maybe a potential top three team in the East this year because of how they ended last year and they're looking and they got a couple pieces. I think they're just gonna build. I got Detroit being a top three team with all the injuries that are happening. Detroit to be a top three team in the East. I don't see why they can't. I do see that. I see I see Atlanta being in the playoffs. I see Atlanta skipping the play in. I think Trey Young has the pieces and the team that he needs now to bounce back. I think they're gonna be a top six team in the East too. I think he bounces back with that team. They're a lot better. If Philly stays healthy, Philly will be a problem if they stay healthy. If Joel can stay, and I'm meaning Joel,
That's a big if.
and that's the point. If Joel can stay healthy, Philly is definitely going. I think right now the favorite is the Knicks. I think the Knicks are the favorite. It goes the Knicks and then everyone else, but I do think the Knicks are the favorite out to come out the East. I think Detroit makes the top. I think Detroit be the top three team. Um, Giannis makes the playoffs because it's Giannis and it's the East. I don't. It's Giannis. He's hard to stop by himself. I don't think he does not make the playoffs. It's the East. And then be honest with you, after that, it's just fool's gold for whoever else lays out. Because at the end of the day, this could shape out to be in Boston is fighting for a play in. You can fuck around and see that happening. Them fighting for a play in spot because of just the team. And then you got how I think Orlando jumps up, takes another step in the East too. Same thing goes with Miami. Miami's gonna be depending on how they play. Cleveland's gonna be Cleveland. Cleveland will mess around and have a good record and fuck around and lose in the first round. I don't see that. So yeah, the West is yeah, wild wild west. Everybody chasing OKC right now. I don't see no you know what I'm saying? I just think that's we call a spade a spade. Everybody's chasing OKC in the West this go round. Do I think it shapes up and be different? Yeah. But everybody's chasing OKC. I'm not gonna be biased and be like, yeah, we're gonna be there. I think we're a higher seed this year. From what I've seen from Jimmy and how he was more aggressive, I think he understands the game more. But I told you that dark horse in that weapon is he. If he can play like this the rest of the year, he's a problem, which is Kaminga. The way he played in that Minnesota series, if he takes that same mentality the rest of this year and he picks and chooses in the games with Jimmy to take over and say, "Hey, this is your game to be the second option," because we already know it's Steph, and then you and Jimmy figure it out. If him and Jimmy can figure out who takes the two, who is the three, and throughout the season, I don't see why we can't. Because I think Horford is a good piece. I do feel like we make a move to go get maybe another piece. I think like another like 3 and D, like another 3 and D wing. I do see that happening. Potentially, I would love us to go get maybe another center, but that's just me. And I'm talking about a true like big center because we're gonna need him for when we play Houston. Because if Houston's gonna run that big ass double lineup again, I'd rather us have somebody that can bang with Steven Adams and have 6 fouls. Because that's what Steven Adams is in for. Steven Adams is in for big bodies, rebounds, and 6 fouls. So I would love to see us go make a move for like another solid big body that could come in for that. Otherwise, I think we have the team that can do something. If everybody else takes their step up, which is Kaminga, Moody, I think if they step up and how they're supposed to do is go on this. But MVP wise, ah, MVP, I think it's gonna be the same. I think it's gonna be the same culprits. Shea, Joker. I think Shea, Joker, I like Giannis will probably be around just because he's just gonna average probably like close to like 28, 10, and like 7, like that. But I think it's Shea, Joker. Giannis will probably be around. I think Cade jumps in that conversation this year. I think Cade jumps in that conversation. I think he's just at least in being talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I think he gets talked about it in this year. Potentially. Depending on how he plays, if he takes that next step, which he did last year, if he takes another step up, I think he can be talked about it in that conversation just off of how they do in the East. Um, yeah, I think, and then unfortunately, I don't think it, but they'll try to throw him in there depending on how they do. Wemby, they'll try to throw him in there, but I don't feel like he's going to be in the conversation. But the media, they'll try to throw him in there.
The media and the league in general throughout the history has favored bigs in the Defensive Player of the Year award and the MVP award. I mean, you can look at it; it's all there.
Yeah, because
It
I
favors
felt
the
like
bigs.
I felt like once Wemby got hurt and didn't qualify, I actually think Dyson Daniels should have been the Defensive Player of the Year.
Who won Defensive Player of the Year last year?
I think they gave it to Draymond.
No way. Did they?
I gotta remember, but I believe they gave it to Dray. Let me see. NBA defensive DPOY 24, 2025. No, they gave it to Evan. My bad. They gave it to Evan. They gave it to Mobley. I forgot it was Mobley. I know they were talking between
I was
Mobley and
like,
Draymond.
no way
No,
it was.
I had to remember that's who they was talking about. Once they took Wemby out, it was that. But I think Dyson Daniels potentially should have got it. He was up there
He
and
should have
playing
been
the way
in.
he
He
was
should have
playing.
been in that
I think
conversation.
because yeah, I think he should. I think he was doing. I think he should have got it. Be honest with you. So, but again, um, Wemby's going to get tucked in Defensive Player of the Year again, like always. I think if he plays the recommended, what is it, the 65 games that you got to play to be qualified, he gets it.
Yeah, he was two. He was two. Dyson was two in voting
Yeah, and I think
for
he should. I
DPO
think,
DPOI.
and I think when Wemby went out, I think he really should have been over Mobley.
Yeah,
because
but
at
you know
the I
how it
think
is. I mean, I've called it out. This and this be with the guys in the comments and whatever talking
it's
about
harder for
Wimby's
wings to
defensive
wing and
efficiency.
guard.
If you go look at all the defensive metrics, you literally you get two guards, which is Alex Caruso and Chris Dunn. Dyson Daniels led the league in steals. He averaged 3 steals a game last year. He's number two. Would have been number three in voting. Victor had Victor not been hurt, and we knew the impact that he had. Not saying that Victor didn't have an impact with the 4 blocks and 2 steals, whatever he was averaging. I know it's like 4 blocks, 2 steals, something like that he's averaging. But all the metrics literally favor bigs. All the defensive metrics favor the bigs. So of course it looks like that's what it's supposed to be. Watch the game. Where is this impact coming from? I've seen yes, Victor should have been in the conversation for a defensive player of the year. I'm not saying not, but he's not guarding guys on the perimeter just as much as Dyson Daniels not guarding guys in the post. Now he can. I'm saying Dyson Daniels can. I don't think Victor Wembanyama can guard guys on the perimeter. Like just straight up.
Nope.
If they have opportunity to run by him, they're going to run right by him. Now he could guard him
Island,
with his. I
island,
mean,
island to
he's 10
island.
feet tall. Island. Victor can't guard those guys in the post. Now there's bigger guys that Dyson can't guard in the post, obviously. But
But if you're
if
talking
you
about your
get an
premier
athletic
scorers,
big, premier scorers, Victor's not guarding those guys on the perimeter. It's barbecue chicken. So
exactly. That's what I said.
um
But I felt like he
yeah.
did it because Evan had a good year, but also Evan has freaking Jared Allen back there too.
Yeah, so he's able to be a little
So
bit more.
he
He's be
can
a little
risk
more.
more.
What's his name?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can risk a
yeah.
little bit more on defense because you have another big back there. You know what I'm saying? Dyson's out there guarding you full court 94 feet, and then like yeah, he had Clint Capella back there, but Clint was hurt most of last year, so he didn't really have a rim protector back there. So it's just the fact that he literally like he led the league in steals at three, and
I mean,
I think he
what we
what
say, well, I guess he's not a guard. He's listed as a four now. He was a two guard. So
yeah
Dyson
he was
Daniels
two
is
guard.
probably the best. No, Dort is a he lists him at three.
Mm,
He's been listed at three
yeah,
for the last several years. But
mm,
the Dyson is a two guard. So Dyson is probably the best defensive two guard in the league right now, or the defensive guard in the league right now.
there's no
It's
debate to
between
that.
him and Amon. It's between those two, in my
I
opinion.
think I'm
So
in a second. I think I'm in second, and then it's him.
yeah.
But yeah,
So, but it's we'll see, and that's just pure defensive guards because those guys on the offensive end are not as big a threats. Like they're not an Anthony Edwards. They're not a even Shea is not a you can't snuff him at defense. He's a good defender, but he's also on a really great team. So would he be as great defensively if he didn't have three guys that basically could be in the conversation for defensive player of the year on the same team? Maybe not, but I
true,
don't know.
true.
So mine, yeah, I could agree to the OKC thing where everyone else is chasing OKC in the West. Um, what I saw in the preseason from Anthony, and some of this may be biased. Again, I call it out, call it like it is, face pay. I think the Wolves will be a 2 seed again. I mean, they were just a 2 seed 2 years ago, right behind OKC, and those two teams gave each other a run for their money every time they matched. I think they went even the last 2 years. So, and but to see what Anthony Edwards is doing in the mid range in that post, like we've seen that formula from a two guard before, and what that brings. Actually, we've seen it. Now we've seen it third
And
time.
from
A guy, and even in Shea, Shea rules the mid range as
shit,
well.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
So,
lie. We seen it kind of four times because there's a guy named Dwayne Wade that lived in
oh yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
area too.
No, for sure, for sure. No, you're absolutely right, and no disrespect to Dwayne Wade, but we didn't see it in the consistent form compared to those other three that I mentioned, which is Shea for these last several years, Jordan, Kobe. But Dwayne Wade is the third best shooting guard all time still on my list. So he had some injury years that limited him in that mid range for some reason. I don't know if it was just the way they were playing him with LeBron. I mean, you guys all know how I feel about LeBron James. I don't think LeBron James is a true force multiplier because you have to play his brand of ball to be successful. That's not force multiplying to me. If you can be plugged into a system and you're better with that guy, great. Then that's a force multiplier, or the system's force multiplier. I don't know, but there was a lot of times where during those years with Miami, Dwayne Wade had to change his game. Same with Chris Bosh, had to
Mm-hmm.
be very different than what they
It
were.
was evident. They did. They all had to change. They all changed their game.
Right. So you could
The
be right in
fitless
saying
system.
like that consistency could have been there had LeBron James not been in Miami. And you're probably right in that sense. But like I said, but MVPs, yeah, I agree. I'm not even going to snuff Giannis. I think Giannis is definitely in the
This is
conversation again. He's
yeah,
big.
like
He's
he's
a
always
top
going to
forward.
be in the conversation.
It's Joker, Giannis, Shea, Ant Man. I'm not even going to acknowledge Victor Wembanyama. I think he's going to be hurt again.
As I said,
I'm
I
not
think the
wishing
public is
that, but
going
I
to do
think he's going
that,
to get hurt again.
and I do feel like, yes, Ant will be in that conversation too. But yeah, I just said, the public's going to try to put Wimby in there, even if
And my five is going to
the
be
Spurs are
Spider.
not having a good year.
Yeah,
I don't,
I'll put
I
Spider in
don't,
there.
I
That's
understand
my five
why.
though.
No, I know, I understand why though you put Spider in there.
Yeah,
Man, Donovan just, he can hoop, man. It's just.
I think you're relying too much on the playoff stuff. Regular
Nah,
season
it's
Donovan. I mean, first off,
nah.
playoff Donovan is a killer too. Though.
I just think I truly, even though like Cleveland's using him as a one, and he does show up when needed as a one, I think D Mitch would be better with somebody else on that team, and he's the second option. I just, I, we've seen him as a one. He's carried teams, and it's done it. He's done it with little. I
Yeah,
just don't think I just think it's at that time. I think it's time to like D Mitch goes to somewhere where he could be like the two, because Cleveland's
right.
just not gonna build. I don't think Cleveland's gonna get the pieces around him. Like, don't get me wrong, Mobley's a good one. Darius Garland's up and down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I think D Mitch is just
I mean, a lot of times AVPs the guys in the top three teams on one of the conferences, and I think Cleveland will
facts.
be a top three
Yeah,
team.
they're gonna be there.
So it
They
does make
had
it
shit.
easier. It's
They were great last
basically you
year.
have to have a
It's
historic year, like Westbrook when he won years. He had a historic year, had a triple
triple
double
double.
season.
I don't think you're gonna get any
You
better
know,
than that. Shit.
and they were AFC. But usually the MVP is the guy who's on a top three team
Yeah,
and is the top guy.
I can
And
see why you
so
said
that's
it
why I
though.
threw him in
Like
there.
he's gonna have numbers. He's gonna be up there. I think he's gonna be
Or
more
they're
the
big,
odd man
you
out.
know.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be more of the odd man out. He would have to literally lead the league in scoring. I think for him to do it, to even be like, he'll be talked about it. He might get in there. They'll have a decent record. It's the East there, but I think the Knicks are favored over them, and I think it goes the Knicks, then them, and then after that it's whoever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is because of all the
Yeah.
injuries. I think it's the Knicks,
Yeah.
then Cleveland, and then whoever else falls in line. But
Right.
he would have to literally lead the league in scoring. I think that would be the only way he gets in that conversation, like heavily in that conversation. He might can get mentioned, but if we're talking about potentially like a chance, he would have to lead the league in scoring. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Right. Yeah. That's why I got mad at five. I don't think
It's kind
he's
of
going to
hard to
win it.
do.
I think it's going to be the this guy. It's tough with the four guys I mentioned in front of him.
Yeah,
It's tough.
and
Or at least
and then
six.
and then they
I mentioned
always will
six
try to
guys.
and then they always try
Yeah.
to throw that old man in the conversation too.
Sure. but my dad called me a LeBron hater, so I'm not even gonna try to go too deep. I'm trying to stay off of it because my dad said I'm a hater. I'm like, I'm not a hater. I'm just a realist. Just a realist. I call it like I see it. But to be the top five in general player, that's man, that's something. You don't have to sell yourself as the greatest. You can say you believe you're great. Like that's one thing. Like if you stack as a competitor, you put me in front of those guys, I would say I'm going to win.
Right.
No argument there. But don't sit here and say you're the greatest of all time, and you've never played the greatest of all time in their primes. Like I think it's just disrespectful. But again, to say you believe you're the best as a competitor, I can rock with that.
Hmm.
But when you're you don't need to tell when you. I said it before. Greatness, you don't need to say you're great. The king don't need to tell you the king. Everyone know. The president don't need to say I'm the president. You can't talk to me that way. We know you're the president. You can't be the real president. You can't be the real king. You can't be the real greatest. If you have to tell people that you're the greatest of all time and that you want your respect, you get that respect by being great.
Hmm.
It does
Hmm.
come to the territory though. To be great, you're gonna get the biggest amount of flack.
Call it.
It's
Let's
point
call it.
blank.
Let's
Period. When you're the star player,
call it
you
right
get
now.
star player slack.
Yep. Well, before we end it, call it right now. Rookie of the year. Who you taking? Because
VJ.
I know who I'm. Okay. Because that's who I'm taking. As much as it's cool, as Cooper flag is gonna probably be, it's gonna be between Cooper and probably VJ. I think VJ gets it because VJ is gonna be,
I
even though
think
that Philly team doesn't. I think you know what I'm saying. Philly has the injury bug and it always happened, but I think
yeah.
because of that, he's gonna have more of an opportunity to make a bigger impact as in his numbers to where Coop's still gonna have some good numbers, but they're also gonna be good in record. I think VJ's just gonna show why he's
I'm
one of them.
calling it. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. You're here to hear first. I mean, you heard us say VJ because you agree. I think we're gonna have a 2003 2004 situation,
The
and
split,
we'll end it there.
the split,
That's
yeah.
not a split.
I th-
Not a split. You know who got the 2004 Rookie of the Year that doesn't deserve it? That was on a team that didn't make the playoffs. His stats was not better than the other guy,
uh,
and that guy's team went to the
yeah,
playoffs. We all know
yeah,
who that is.
yeah. You know what?
This is
Yeah,
what's going
you
to
know
happen.
what?
The media hype behind
You know
Cooper
what?
Flag is going to happen, and
Fired.
VJ's going to have better
Yep.
stats. I can.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm saying it right
Yep.
now. We're having another
Yep.
2003
Yep. You
2004
know what?
Rookie of the Year
Yeah.
situation.
I was just more saying split because of just they just like to split awards out here. But you know what? You were not wrong. I just
Oh,
but I do think VJ is rookie of the year. I think he gets it.
I
But
believe so. Look, as
if it comes to
always,
politics, I agree. Yep.
yeah. As always, see us in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe on all of our platforms. We're getting there. The trash talking has already started. You should see the text messages we kind of went going with, but I know it was a little bit here. But yeah, we're getting there week by week, day by day. Peace and love. Arguing with your mama, and we'll holla at you.
And debate your credit score, not me.